There are just so many moving pieces in year one from a first-year staff in many different ways, by the way, when I say that. First year at the college level, first year at the SEC level, first year Power 5 level, and then first year in Columbia, and an ever-changing roster and a roster that's not theirs. I sometimes think to myself, I don't know why people are so surprised that things are sort of topsy-turvy and all over the place.
I don't like, I guess I would question where the surprise is coming from, right? It's like, what did you think was going to happen? Like, it was just going to be like, oh, we've got this guy now, we're going to win 10 games. That would be my question. I mean, like, from a inexperienced standpoint, I mean, I don't know. I don't think I've seen anything that's like egregious. I mean, you could point to the, certainly the play call in the end zone, throwing the Jordan Birch halfback pass, if you will. I mean, certainly you could point to that and be like, 3 years from now, like Shane's going to hear that on the headset and be like, no, we're not doing this again. But like, what I don't want it to do, and the questions that surround it and the pressure that comes from it, is like stifle that kind of creativity. Because, at the end of the day, like, I mean, it's a creative call that hopefully a defense wouldn't see coming. I mean, I didn't see it coming. So, I don't want it to like stifle that kind of innovation, ingenuity. Like, sure, like, is that a reckless call there on some level? But you're down 14 on the road, do what you got to do. I, again, disagree with it situationally, but like the mentality of it, I don't dislike. Like, from an looking at the other coaches, I mean, like, they're all experienced coaches at some level. So, I mean, they know what they're doing. They've just never done it to this degree. And, I just look at it like our over under win total was 3.5, which,
man, Vegas knows what they're doing, don't they? I mean, they really do.
They don't build those gigantic palaces out there in the desert by handing people money. I'll tell you that. And so, in all likelihood, as a 17-point favorite this weekend, we're going to surpass that win total.
Right.
But, a little over halfway through the season. So, I mean, you just got to. I think it's managing expectations, right? And it's like, if we expected this to happen and it doesn't happen, then everybody's mad. But you just got, if you look at it holistically from like where we actually are, I mean, certainly from a recruiting standpoint, like, things are progressing as you would want them to. And it's like, from a skill level and talent standpoint, it's just trying to find the flashes that you see, right? I mean, we talked about it. Like, we didn't think our secondary or defense was going to be anything close to what it has been this year. And you found some players back there, and you'll be able to develop those players and put them in the right situations. Like, that's the stuff you want to see. Like, offensive line struggles aside, for the first 5 weeks, it got a lot better this week. That's what you want to see. Like, you want to see that progression and things incrementally getting better to put yourself in that position, to your point, 3-4 years down the road where you are competing to get back to Atlanta. I mean, hell, look at what Stoops has done at Kentucky.
Unreal.
And I would also say, our 3 losses this year, combined record of those teams is what, 16-2?
Yeah.
So back off the ledge.